Hey, America. Sean McGough here, still killing COVID 500 at a time. If you follow me by now, you know I talk to God, He talks to me. That's what I'm going to tell you. That's the way it is. If not, then you can say it's my subconscious and I'm just finding myself and learning how to deal with my inner voices. I've been crazy my whole life, that's no doubt. I've just finally let it out of the bag after 50 some odd years, and it feels good. With the help of some psychotic drugs from the VA and Jordan Peterson and a few other psychologists that I listen to on YouTube and whatnot, I am doing much better. Anyway, that being said, I told my wife I'm not going to write a book. I suck at writing, but I can make videos 10 minutes at a time. She didn't like me to post videos. Well, that's fine. But it helps my psychosis too. It helps me remember and to think about what I'm doing and to share my story with others, and maybe they'll think about something. And this story here just, I'm doing this slowly. I don't care because I'm not even sure I'm going to post this. Just I'm talking to God now, and He said to make it, and I'm not high or nothing. But you see me shake, and I was doing my scratches. I can't do them because it kept telling me make the video. I make the video. I went golfing with my buddy and his wife and my other friend's son, and all day long God was talking to me, and I was exhausted anyway because I only got a few hours after work to sleep, and all day long I was talking to God my subconscious, if that makes you feel any better, all you people that are heathens out there. But I was saying I should have not golfed and went to Father's Day dinner with my wife and the family and everything, because things have gotten a lot better recently. But my buddy had already made the golf arrangements, or so I thought. It would have taken one phone call to straighten the whole thing out, but I was like, forget about it. If you watch my old videos, go watch them. I procrastinate. But the voice in the back of my head, the one I should listen to all these years and I never do, was saying, you know what, you can golf another time, you can golf another time. The other voices were telling me, no, you know what, go ahead, you already made the arrangements. They know you're going golfing, you can go to dinner. And I went over and I tried to get dinner to be on Saturday night. And I was a little pissed off nobody wanted to change a thing, because I'm the only one working on the weekend. So why shouldn't they change it? Now, that was selfish, right? It takes me a couple days to realize that's kind of selfish. Everybody changed their schedule for me. Well, that's the way my brain works. You know what? It goes around my work and night schedule. Anyway, being neither here nor there. So we were out golfing. I wanted to make this video, and then I saw Andrew Klavan's latest video, and I said, well, he already made that video. That's what made this pop into my head. So go check out Andrew Klavan's newest video. And he's absolutely right. We can still claim this country back, but we got to open our mouths and not accept all this crap being thrown at us by this Democrat establishment. It's wrong. All these things are just wrong. Critical race theory and everything else. Go back and watch his video. It's a good one. Anyway, so we're on the golf course, and the whole time I'm talking to my subconscious, talking to my voices, and I'm thinking, my game went off the rails anyway around the fifth hole. Just I got tired and I had too much on my brain. I couldn't concentrate on what the hell I was hitting. It just all went to hell. You know, I blamed, it's a long day and it's hot, but I had too much on my mind. My voices in my head. That's why I wasn't even talking to my buddy's wife, just a little here and there, because once I got going, the voice that swears would have come out, and I wouldn't have been able to bottle him back up because I forgot my meds that morning as well. So I know how to control it now, but I got to catch myself, okay? That's neither here nor there. If you take meds, take them when you're supposed to. That's the other part of my story. If you follow along, you'll see that. Sometimes I don't always do as I say, not as I do. That applies to myself too. The voice in the back of my head tells me things, I don't always listen to it, or I put it off to the side. And that's part of it. That's the voice of God. That's the one that tries to keep me straight and narrow. That's the one that keeps me balanced. But I don't always listen because he swears a lot. And I just, fuck you. Oh, there it goes. See? That's my point. Anyway, that's what I said I was going to do, is swear and talk to the voice, and then you can hear the conversation and you'll figure out who's who and what's what. That's really not polite. So I said, I got to figure out how to do this without swearing so much. A well-placed F-bomb here and there is fine, but I know I got to learn. I'm working on it. As I keep saying, I'm a work in progress. It's part of what being a Catholic is. You're never perfect, and you never will be, but you strive to find yourself and be a better person. It's taken me a long time to realize that again. I'm not going to church. I'm not in the pews, but I'm reading while I'm listening to all the Bible books. My wife thinks I'm nuts. The kids think I'm nuts. I had an argument today. I told my daughter I'd throw her out the window. I'm only kidding. I'm not going to really throw her out the window. If she was a boy, maybe. That's a joke. TCDF, whatever they are, away. Anyway, that's just a joke. But I did yell at her. I said, who are you talking to? What are you... She says, oh, you just go nuts again. Blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, that's real nice. You don't have a... Really? That's really nice. I said, you'll get there one day. Right? It's hereditary. I told her, you better watch out. Watch what you say and learn how to act now. Better start reading Jordan Peterson now, and maybe you'll be okay when you're older. If I can be a voice for her and to let her see being crazy is okay, just dealing with it and learning how to deal with it at a young age. And you don't need to shrink every 5 minutes. You don't need to cry about every little damn thing. You just got to know what's what. And this lady's walking by looking at me like I'm out of my mind. I am out of my mind. But anyway, that being said, of course she's getting in this car. She's getting in the car right next to mine. I'm making a video, that's right. It never fails. Whenever you're trying to do something, somebody has to come along. Anyway, so I said to my daughter, you know, it's hereditary. So you better figure out yourself and not be such a jerk, because you're going to end up just like me. So you're going to let the stupid voices in your head that tell you to try to be funny overrule the voices that tell you to be polite and be nice. And she was like, you don't know what you're talking about, F you. I go, all right. She didn't swear. I swore in my head when she just says, whatever. So she doesn't really swear. She'll say jerk. But anyway, I always say she said F in this because the F-ing would have fit, but she better not talk like that. That's just completely off the rails. But anyway, that being said, I don't even know if I'll post this video. But like I said, what I'm sharing is 10 minutes a day of my life. Might be a story from the past, story of people I meet now, might be somebody I haven't seen in quite some time. I talk to a lot of people for no reason. I feel energy around these people, and I feel like I have to talk to them. I just have to. It's driven my wife crazy her whole life. And like I said, yeah, her whole life, because she's been with me most of it. And if you can deal with that, go watch my other videos. She's my guardian angel, and I call myself a guardian angel. And if I can ever be close to the person my wife is, oh, this lady's backing out, still watching me. If I can be close to the person my wife is, but these are things that is hard for me to say to her. That's the thing. I'll say them a day later, or I tell her this is what God told me, or I'll make a video because it'll come to me as I'm saying it, and it's coming out right. But I can take all the swears out. But if I don't videotape it right away, I can't remember exactly how it went. I'm going to say it wrong, so I don't say anything at all. And that probably causes more stress than helping, when I should just, try to remember what the hell I wanted to say and say it. That doesn't always work that way. And that's all I'm saying is, you're going to see my story 10 minutes at a time. Take from it what you can. I was talking with people that I met at the VA hospital. I got in touch with all of them. How are they doing? One guy had information on 3 or 4 different people, and I talked to one guy who he's a follower now. And I asked him, he was suicidal before, and would he be okay to talk about it? I'd love to come, BS with him, make a video. If he wouldn't mind just talking about it, because he's a veteran, and a lot of the veterans are suicidal, PTSD, NAM vets, not even NAM, but younger than that. These are people I talk to, and I ask open questions, and I find out about people, and people seem to tell me their stories. When I feel that energy and I start talking to them and I tell a story, one guy told me, oh, that's a one-upper, you're a one-upper. Well, I don't know what you call it, I call it having a good time and entertaining people. And I like to be entertained by their stories. And then I take their story and share it with someone else. And I say, a guy I knew or a friend of mine. If I talk to you and I like you, you're a friend of mine. If that's the way I go through life, and everybody's a friend of mine, even if they all say that guy's an a-hole, I don't know it. So anyway, 10 minutes at a time, Sean McGough. It is what it is. I am who I am, as Popeye would say. I am what I am. Actually, that's in the Bible somewhere too. I just heard about it and went back and looked it up. It made me laugh. All these old cartoons, they used to have some pretty cool stuff in them. Now it's all devil worship and craziness. Disney's gone to hell. You're not getting any more of my money, Disney. Anyway, that being said, God bless, God love you. I'm over that 10 minutes, but hang around. You never know what I might come up with or how my day's going to be. I got to explain to them why I didn't come to work. They just let it go when I tell them I was talking to God. It's sad, isn't it? I find it kind of sad that if you say you talk to God, nobody wants to talk to you. Well, I found a lot of people do, come to think of it. It's not a bad thing if someone says they talk to God. It's a bad thing when they get too preachy. Then you got to walk away. I'm the same way. Anyway, that being said, we'll see how I feel about this in the morning, and then I'll post it. If not, maybe I'll make it again, or maybe you won't see it at all. That's how, when I feel like making a video, that's how it goes. There's 5 voices in my head flying around right now. They say this is a pretty good video. It shows who I am. Gives you a little more insight to what you'll see. And I can't post nothing because I monetize something, but I don't know how it works. So I can't even be monetizing with 40 people. What are you going to give me? $50 or $1 a piece? 40 people? That doesn't pay for my weekly cigars, you cheap bastards. Anyway, God bless. God love you. Hit that like, share, subscribe. You'll see one fat Marine story. Maybe I can lose some weight and you can help me along. Leave a comment. God bless. God love you. Good night. What the hell? How do I turn this off? Son of a bitch.